It's possible that the album cover for this album is even more concerning than Collection 1. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Beth, if you are new here, and I like to talk about music. Today I am going to be listening to Collection 2 by Allie X, and I am so excited. Collection 1 is such an insane album to me. I just have really grown to love that album so much and to really respect everything that she did there. I was listening to it last night and just like having an out-of-body experience with it. It was intense. It's so good. It might be one of my favorite albums that I have discovered this past year, but this is the second part, Collection 2. A lot of you guys have said that her music gets better over time, which I truly cannot imagine a better album than Collection 1. So I really don't know how that's gonna go down. And then a lot of you guys also said that her music gets darker. So that will be something that I keep an eye out for, because I feel like Collection 1 is very bright in the sound. Bright is the word that I would use to describe that album more than anything else. Bright, poppy, boppy. And then we have Bitch. And that is just a different thing. I'm guessing maybe her other music is gonna be more similar to Bitch. I don't know. Bitch is definitely still my least favorite song from Collection 1, but it has grown on me and I will listen to it now. I don't know if we're gonna get into that vibe tonight. I'm kind of nervous. True Love is Violent. Okay. What?
Oh, I know that boy's gonna rip me up. He'll leave a nasty cut. Oh, I cry until I just dissolve. Take my love.
I don't know. I feel like I'm just feeling this out right now, but it's the type of song that I can see myself falling in love with over time. The production, I'm gonna go back to her production being really standout. The little whistle, I was not anticipating that, but it's really cute. Yeah, and then there's like a really heavy beat going on that I really love. This is a little bit different. I don't know. I feel like I'm still very much getting to know her sound, so I'm just kind of riding the wave.
There's a light, and it pulls me in.
Ooh,
I'm going down till I chip my chin.
there's a sound effect in there that sounds like a cut or like a blade going through something. I love that. I know that's really random, but that is like my favorite part of the whole song. I'm actually gonna replay that.
There's a light, and it pulls me in.
Get out! I love that. It's the little things like that that pull me in, you know, and make it just up a level in every way. Okay. This is such a groove.
Kiss me on, sweat no matter what. I'll be stretching out the time. Oh, I cry until I just dissolve.
I love that line.
Take my love.
This is the vibe. Da, 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 da. It's so vibey. Ooh, that's one of those songs that I know I'm just gonna become wildly obsessed with in a matter of listens. Yeah, because I really liked that, but I was just feeling it out at first. And then the more I listened, the more I got into it. Just all these little things were really standing out. Like, not just the blade sound effect. I don't know, just her production in general. Like, that was such a kind of groovy, vibey little song. I really liked that. Like, I had a very vivid image of like Valentine's Day. I don't know. I was just like grooving over here. The next one is Vintage. I really like that as a song title.
Bringing back all that good shit. Our love is vintage. We drive into the moonlight, touching you just like you like.
I'm just already gonna say, I feel like this album is so groovy. I know we're literally on the second song, but I'm just really feeling like this groovy vibe that I did not get with her first album. So that's really interesting. This is already really fun and just like kind of immediately really catchy. One of those songs I feel like you could sing along to almost instantly.
In a fast car on a late night, and I'm staring at your jawline.
Yes! Oh! I love this!
I need someone to love me right, who will give me peace of mind, day and night.
She also does a lot of these like really, really cool, beautiful, random things with her vocals. Like the way she just sang Night, that was so gorgeous, and like just I did not see it coming, but she did it at the perfect time. Like I always think back to, I think it's on Good, when she sings like this really low note. I called it out in my first reaction, but she does all these like jump scares of the gorgeousness.
We got the classic image, we got the glossy finish.
The groove.
Feel the bass line on the speaker and my waistline on your fingers.
I love the transition into the verses and then the verses. The verses are like the standout part of this song for me, but I really love this whole vibe and this whole groove that's going on. So far, it feels a little bit more feel good than her first album. I don't know, like the first two songs here have just felt very like, I'm not over analyzing the lyrics. I'm just kind of enjoying it. It feels a little bit more feel good and just vibey, groovy. It doesn't have as many like references to bleeding, references to pills, references to being murdered. Okay, I know we're literally on the second song. I don't know how I feel about that part yet.
I need someone to love me right, who will give me peace of mind.
I just can do nothing but groove. I love this vintage. I loved that. I feel like I liked that one more than the first song initially, but I have this feeling that Paper Love is gonna be the grower and it's probably gonna overtake Vintage eventually. But that was so groovy. I feel like all I could do was sit here and groove to the vibiness of it. Yeah, it was just kind of a feel-good song. There was nothing really with the lyrics that I was overanalyzing. Just fun and groovy. Like groovy is just the only word that I can think of. This is very bright. Once again, I feel like it's a little less bright than Collection 1, but no darkness yet. But the darkness might still be upon us. So I don't know who Valley Girl is, but they are featured in the next song.
Hey, where'd you go? We used to be friends. Sitting here with a fistful of ashes and a heart that I can't even use. 'Cause I don't need you anymore. Way too long.
I love the effects in this song. Yeah, I loved that chorus with the effect of I needed you. Yeah, this one, I feel like I'm just feeling this one out and I'm seeing where it takes me.
Missing you was like second nature. How to you in too many layers. Wishing now that I could erase you, but I don't know what to do.
Oh.
Whispering like it's a mantra, but that don't make it true.
I'm very much just on a journey of trying to figure out what's going on. As always, this one's just different than the last couple. I like it. It's the type of song that I feel like I'm not in the mood for at this exact moment, but at a later date, I think I will enjoy it more. This bridge is really cool. I think we're at the bridge. I really don't know, but I really like this bridge.
I don't need
I love that effect.
Need you anymore, anymore.
I feel like I'm gonna need a revisit with that song because I feel like at a later date I'll really love it. But right here, right now in this moment, it wasn't the sound that I was in the mood to hear. So while I could like objectively appreciate things about it, like I really loved the sound effect and I really loved the bridge and you know, it had this vibey feeling to it again. I just feel like I'm not in the mood for that right now. I feel like it'll definitely grow on me. Casanova, is that a place? No. Cowboy Casanova. Still don't know what it means.
Dancing on the edge of the night. One Hail Mary for the hole in my heart. I'm outside waiting for your love on the boulevard. Dark agenda, you turn a believer to a damn dirty sinner. Am I having a seizure? You're no Casanova, got to let you go. Hit me on my blind side, left me on the floor. Now
Okay, this is the Allie X that I know and that I feel like I listened to in the first album. A little bit darker. The lyrics are concerning. I think she mentioned a lot of things. I didn't register everything, but the lyrics are a little bit darker. It sounds a little bit darker in the production. This is the Allie X that I was expecting. I mean, at the same time, obviously she does have songs that are brighter and that, you know, don't have a dark sound and don't have dark lyrics. Like Hello is a great example of like, for me, that's one of the brightest pop songs I've ever heard. So everything I've heard from her has kind of had that dichotomy. So I guess that makes sense. Like with Collection 1, I remember thinking Hello was a super bright, bubbly song. And then we got into some of the other ones that felt a little bit darker. So that could be similar to this album. And this just took a nosedive into the dark. I do like this one.
Casanova, fuck me over.
Oh.
Left me dying for your love. Casanova, Casanova, now you're all I'm thinking of.
Ooh, like I am obsessed with this chorus. I feel like this is just taking me on a adventure. I was not prepared fully for this. I love the way it dropped into that chorus. I'm gonna say I feel like this is an album that I'm not gonna fully register right now, but I feel like when I do fully register it, I'm gonna be like head over heels obsessed with this album. I genuinely feel that way. It's just like, this is a lot right now in my brain to process all that's going down because she has so much that I really appreciate about her music, and she has so many things going on that are really interesting and unique. And I think when that's the case, it can just be a lot to take in upon first listen. Her vocals, she does all these like cool little vocal moments. She has all these interesting things going on in her sound and just like things you're not expecting, like Casanova, fuck me over. I did not see that coming. Just all these things that you're not expecting. It's very unique music, and that's something that I respect so much about her music. Yeah, I just very much feel like I'm still feeling this out and registering everything, but I know that I'm gonna love this album once I fully register it all.
I'm here lying on the bed of your tongue. There's something about your touch that I can't leave alone. Casanova, fuck me over, left me dying.
Love that. The drop into the bass is everything. I love the drop into the chorus and then the chorus. Yeah, this one's wild.
Casanova, now you're all I'm thinking of.
You guys know how I feel about beats and bass lines and all of that. I really, really love that like heavy sound. And so this is very heavy. I think this is the heaviest of the songs so far. So for that reason, it's possible it could end up becoming one of my favorites. Definitely too soon to tell. I feel like this is going to be an album that I don't know what my favorites are right away.
Hey, bitch.
She's rebooting me.
No one's walking the line like you. You're not Casanova, got to let you go. Hit me on my blind side, left me on the floor. Casanova, fuck me over, left me dying for your love. Casanova,
an album that feels like it's getting darker as it goes on. I almost feel like Paper Love and Vintage feel like they're on a different album than Need You and Casanova. I'm just like registering what's going on. I feel like I'm not having that much to say about how I feel about the music because I don't know. I can always respect certain things about her music, and there's so much going on that's really interesting to me and really unique, and it's almost like this detached feeling where I'm like, I know I'm gonna love this album so much with a few more listens, but right now in this moment, I'm just not feeling it to the full degree that I could be. Again, I'm processing. This is a lot. But the next one is called Lifted. Is it gonna be on the first album with Paper Love and Vintage, or is it gonna be on the second album and be that dark, heavy sound?
Lifted boys and girls, and we are on our own, listening to everything from grunge to rock and roll.
Favorite. Oh, this is my favorite.
We got lifted on a Monday, then we floated away and it was Sunday.
I'm obsessed with this. I have no idea what's going on, but I love this one. I feel like this is definitely going to be an initial favorite for me. I just like, what is going on? The heavy beat, the flow of this song is so cool. I love how she says, I was lifted. Like, just the way that she says everything is so cool. It's just such a cool song. Like, she makes such cool music.
On the lowdown, every day spinning like a merry-go-round. All I want is to forget. Wake up every morning, we got troubles that I do. We get lifted right away, no, we don't touch the floor.
It's this.
She keep trying to talk to me, but I am in the club.
I love that. I love that.
No, you don't feel the pressure. I'll be the air is fresher.
Yes. On a Monday.
We get higher on the lowdown. Every day spinning like a merry-go-round.
I am obsessed. I'm so glad that that song exists. I loved that so much. I cannot even express. I feel like that was a similar experience to hearing Prime for the first time. Just immediately loved everything about it. Every choice she made in that song was something that I loved and like something that elevated the song, that lifted it. Yeah, I don't know. That was definitely my initial favorite, but we're only halfway through the album. But that was the first one to like really make me get lost in it and feel like there's no one else around and I'm just in my own little world with the music. I feel like the other ones have been kind of feeling it out and trying to decipher what's going on. I don't know, that one just really got me. The next one is called Simon Says, and I was really curious about this one. Okay. Huh.
Every day I put my hands on my head. Every day my fingers are gone. Every day I'm sticking out my tongue.
I like this a lot.
My mom says I'll fade away.
Ooh.
Sister says that she's scared.
It's really pretty.
I don't care. 'Cause Simon says I'm not best.
This one, I was really, really loving that verse. I thought that was gorgeous with like, I don't know, I feel like her vocals were really standing out. It was just so pretty. And then it went into the chorus, and I'm not crazy about the chorus, at least not right now. Could be a grower.
Every day and every way's a puzzle. Pieces of a person are a game.
Ooh.
I don't wanna talk about it right now. I'd rather keep my feelings to myself.
This is a another kind of groovy, like vibey one. I really love the flow of the verses so much. But when it goes into the chorus, I wish something else happened there. But here, I'm going to listen to the chorus again and maybe it'll grow on me.
I don't care, 'cause Simon says, na, 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 his princess, na, 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 hey.
It's growing on me.
I say yes, na, 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 hey.
I liked the chorus better that time around, so I do think it might be a grower because the verses are so good. I think just the initial hearing of the chorus and not liking it as much as the verses made me think that I didn't like the chorus, but I think it's just that I don't like the chorus as much as I like the verses. And we're back to this. I don't know. Love the bridge. I really like that one. That was another initial favorite, but I feel like it's too soon to tell. It's too soon to tell with a lot of these songs, but initially, probably my second favorite after Lifted. Old habits die hard. This is a very true statement. I just never know what's coming. I never know what's coming next in her music. I love the drops that she does in her songs. They always pack a punch. The sound of this album being really heavy and really beat focused. There's a lot of bass, I feel like, at parts. I love that. I feel like this might end up being my album. That drop into that was just everything.
Shame on me, slap on my wrist at your door, and I'm not proud of it.
No, this is giving me Prime.
I swung back just like a pendulum.
I love this.
Ooh, and the sugar turned bitter. Ooh, they can tell me I'm a sinner. Ooh.
She mentioned being a sinner again. There's a lot of themes of love on this album. I feel like even more than her first album. So that's interesting. I don't know what's going on with the lyrics.
Old habits die hard. Every time I say goodbye, I find a way to justify. I wanna correct my brain. Made a promise, made a pact, with my fingers crossed behind my back.
I'm obsessed with the verses of this song and the production. I feel like the chorus, I'm not immediately being drawn to it like I am the verses. I liked it fine. I just prefer the verses. Like the verses, again, it's like Simon Says. I think the verses were so strong for me that when the chorus came in, I was like, ooh, I wish it did something a little bit different there, but it's fine.
Like a creature you set free, I'll crawl back to you eventually.
I really love this.
Ooh, and the sugar turned bitter, the summer turned to winter.
Ooh, oh.
Old habits die hard. Every time I say goodbye, I find a way to justify. Even though they tell me I'd be better alone, you're in my muscle memory and you're in my bones. Old habits die hard.
Yeah, for the life of me, I couldn't get into the chorus of that song, but I loved the verses, especially the production in the verses, and like the drop when it first came in was everything to me. Like one of my favorite parts of the album. I actually initially thought that that was going to be a favorite until it got into the chorus. Bummer, but it could always grow on me. It always sucks when like I love one part of a song better than the other. That's just how it is sometimes. Going back to the soft.
Can't do crowds, not our scene.
Yep.
Get anxiety. That's so you, that's so me, that's so us.
Yeah. Wait, I love this one.
Looking pale, feeling chic. That's so you, that's so me.
Is she a vampire?
Time. We've been a wreck together since 2009.
Okay, Okay, again, like the really, really interesting, unique vocals that she's doing. 2009. I didn't see it coming. Like, it may seem like a small part of the song, but it adds so much. I always say that the small moments and the small choices are what can end up standing out and making an artist so much more engaging.
You make me not wanna die. What I like about you, baby, is how you annoy me daily. That's so us, that's so us. I'm a Leo, you're a Cancer. We take on the world together. That's so us.
Not her mentioning the star signs. I really like this one. Initially, like right now, right here, right now, the second half of the album is speaking to me a little bit more than some of the songs on the first half of the album. But I also feel like I'm gonna need more time in general with this album, so it's hard to say.
Burning tea and watch Space Odyssey.
I love the
That's so you,
verses.
That's so me.
That's so us.
That's so me. That's so us.
It's just so cute.
We think that politics is such a waste of time. We've been a wreck together since 2009. Seen each other cry.
I already feel like I know this song and know the lyrics because it's so catchy. I literally feel like I could sing along to most of this song after only hearing the words once. It's one of those songs, it just feels like an instant classic to me.
What I like about you, baby, is you still fucking amaze me. That's so us. That's so us. When I'm sick, when I'm sad, you always bring me back through the pain, through the fights. That's so us. That's so us. What I like about you, baby, is how you annoy me daily. Yeah, we both belong together. I believe you're a Cancer. We take on the world together. That's so us. That's so us.
Oh my god. That is up there with Lifted. That everything to me. So catchy, so cute with the lyrics too. So many cool vocal moments with the 2009 thing. Like every inch of that song was just such a bop. Yeah, I think it's my second favorite after Lifted right now. Kind of spacey. I don't know.
Love is a condition of the head. Wanna push a button and reset, but you're still up in my skirt. Pushing my pieces round. I know this game. I need a miracle to break from this ritual.
Ritual. Going back to the lyrics, I'm telling you.
Take me downtown, use my body all night. Yours until my heart dies. Give it up one last time. Give it up for love. Get up. There's no prescription to forget, so you're all over my brain.
I'm not having a ton of thoughts right now. That's why I'm not really speaking. I feel like I like this one. It's not a favorite. I like it fine. I feel kind of neutral toward it, to be honest with you. This almost feels like the most normal song so far. I just realized that she called it CollXion 1 because her name's Allie X. Okay, I didn't realize that before. Allie X's music is really, really unique to me. I titled my first reaction, Allie X is pop music at its uniquest, because it just feels like she's really doing something here that not a lot of other artists are doing. Like, you've never really heard anything like this. At least I haven't. Downtown, this sounds like it could be by any artist. Not any artist, but it sounds like it could be a more mainstream song. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's more of just an observation than anything else. It's neither here nor there. I liked that one fine. I didn't have any problems with it. I just felt kind of neutral toward it in a sense. It felt starkly different to the rest of the album a little bit. I don't know if anyone else feels that way or if I'm just crazy, but I didn't mind it. It was fine. It was just not an initial favorite for me, but it might grow on me. I thought like her voice was really pretty and, you know, kind of the high pitch that she has. We're on the last track. It is called True Love is Violent. So kind of taking a turn from like the start of the album that was very much like, our love is vintage, we'll be in love forever. Now it's a bit more like she's trying to get away from love, and apparently it could be because it's violent.
The surface of the water is serene, but what goes on below? Hungry current sucking at your feet, it won't let go.
Lyrics.
Don't know what you got until it's gone. Don't know what is right until it's wrong. True love is violent.
Really love the lyrics of this one. Probably my favorite in terms of lyrics. It's funny because this song kind of sounds like a lullaby, but the things that she's singing about are very much the opposite feeling.
Drowning in my body, mind and thoughts.
Drowning.
Tossed till it capsized. Battered and bruised.
Love that line.
We know the truth. Don't know what you got until it's gone. Heaven could fall and angels swarm, but hell is ours to face. Love is violent.
True.
After the storm, after the rain, I'm juvenile, I'm born again. Until it's wrong, heaven could
A lot of catchy melodies on this album.
hell is ours to face.
Ooh, the converging.
True love is
It's fine.
violent.
Okay. So this was one of those albums that I'm definitely going to need more time to process, because it was one of those albums that I feel like within a few listens I'm going to become obsessed with it. In this moment, I was just registering kind of what was happening, and especially for like a lot of the songs on the first half of the album, I just feel like I'm going to need more time with them. But from Lifted onward, I would say I liked that portion of the album better than the first portion. But I really liked like Vintage and Paper Love, then Need You and Casanova. I was like, I don't know. Lifted, my favorite. Simon Says, loved that one. Old Habits Die Hard, I was like conflicted. That's So Us, I was like back on track. Downtown, I was like, True Love is Violent, I really enjoyed too. So I feel like I very much had mixed feelings on this album on first listen. But again, I genuinely do think that I will love it in a matter of listens. Once I kind of wrap my brain around what was going on, because there was just a lot of different vibes to this album. Like we started off and it felt so groovy, and I was like, okay, like Allie X is in her groove era. That's totally fine with me. I like to groove. And then all of a sudden it got a little bit darker, a little bit heavier, and then it got really heavy. And then it feels like it went back to the cute vibes with That's So Us, and like just kind of bopping around, and Downtown was like, okay, this is nice. Like there's just a lot of different vibes on this album, and so there's nothing wrong with that. It just takes more time to process when that's the case. Because at any given moment, I did not know what was coming next. And that's similar to her first album, where I also didn't know what was coming next. We'll see what happens with my ranking. I stand by the fact that Allie X has such unique music. This is unlike anything I've personally ever listened to. And like that's that at the end of the day for me. Like even if there's some songs that I vibed with more than others, I respect her as an artist so much. Yeah, so like upon first listen, Collection 1 is my favorite so far. but I can never really know how I feel about an album after one single listen, so that information doesn't really hold much weight, but that's just my initial feelings. But like, she just has such a cool sound. She does such cool things with her production. So many cool vocal moments too. Like, she just has all these really unique pockets throughout her songs. Yeah, lyrically, I don't know, I was a little bit confused what was going on, because there were some songs that were really happy, seemingly really maybe in a happy relationship, and she was happily singing about love. And then there were other songs that felt very much the opposite, like love is violent, love is bad, like very dark lyrics and concepts. So I don't know. I feel like that's similar again to the first album where, you know, we got Hello, it all started with Hello, like I'm so in love with you. And then later in the album, she's like, I'm your bitch. So I don't know, like she's constantly kind of, I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, she's constantly kind of throwing me for a loop, but that's fine, you know? This is my album ranking. What are some of my favorites? Some of my least favorites? Always open to change and evolve over time, and feel free to disagree with me. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. Feel free to like and subscribe if that's something you're interested in, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.